Oh, hello there. I thought you were room service. Hi, my name is Robert Flores. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to incorporate your own animation into a real picture without the use of Photoshop. Now, let's get started. Oh wait, a Mac doesn't have Paint, so we're going to have to go use a PC.
Now Photoshop is basically supposed to be the perfect solution for artists wishing to create the realistic images, but there are still some people who own PCs and they still have one thing iMacs don't have: Paint. I'm going to show you how to make a simple animation interact with the live action picture. So, let's get started.
What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find a picture of something real life that you're going to want to work with. I'd suggest maybe find a picture of you or your friends, or just something like a picture from the internet. Today I'm going to be working with a picture of my friend Michael Scalar.
This is Michael Scalar.
Now what we've done here, we've made sure we've had enough background space, so we'll be able to have enough space to put the character in. That way it'll look like it's interacting with the actual person in the picture.
Now when you're trying to think of the perfect way to place your character into the picture, just choose an image that you feel fine working with. There should always be an available space for the character to be placed in. It shouldn't be too complicated if you're still learning how to use Paint. But before you get started on the real difficult stuff, you should still learn the basics of Paint.
Step 2. Make sure you already have a character ready to place into the other picture. This is my character Young Tai. I've been familiar with drawing him for 7 years, and since I practice with Paint on the PC, I can be able to pose him whichever way I want. And if you're not really sure how to use Paint on the PC, I'll show you. When using Paint, try using line instead of pencil to draw your character. It gives you the option of seeing how long your sketch will be before you let go of the mouse. And you can virtually make any shape you want. Pencil may feel a bit awkward since it's not a real pencil. And your picture will come out real awkward if you're not really sure how to use a mouse. See what I mean? Now this is a circle option. It lets you get the idea of how big you want your circle to be before you let go of the mouse. You can whatever direction you go, that's what your circle is going to look like. And you can have the option of like the filled in circle, which you can have a first color and secondary color. So you can have a filled in circle when you let go of the mouse. And this is the magnifying glass. It gives you the option to zoom in closer than the actual picture is, in case you want to see and fix any mistakes you've made. And you can virtually do anything you want. Now here you can try to make two colors connect.
When you feel confident that you know how to use Paint, try creating your character and giving them a pose. This way your first few attempts at making pictures will seem like you had no problem doing them. There are still some things you would have to learn about Paint if you want to give off the feeling of believability. If you want to learn how to make your character literally interact with the person, here's what you should do.
Step 3. Now that you've learned how to use Paint, let's get to the really difficult part. Now this is a select box. You can use it to cut off a large portion of the live action picture and then paste it onto another file. I suggest using the portions of the picture which had a lot of space so that you'll be able to put your character into it. Now you press the select button again, and then you'll be able to insert a portion of the original live action picture onto another file. Now you're ready to add your character. If you want to do advanced picture placement, try using the eraser and then try to erase the background of the image. This way you'll be able to make it clear that your character is actually in the image. Now that the erasing portion of the project is now complete, your live action character is ready to have their animation placed next to them. But first, we need to make an animation.
When you're making your character fit into the live action picture, try to imagine how exactly your character would look if they were actually in the picture with your friend. If at some point you've already mastered the basics of Paint, drawing your character will seem like it takes no time at all. Of course, this is not the regular speed, but this is showing you what it would seem like when you make a animation fit into the live action picture. It may take some time to do if you're trying it for the first time, but eventually when you know your way around Paint, your picture will seem as if it was made by a professional, if that professional had Paint on his computer. If it does not feel like it's taking too long, and you're beginning to get impatient, find something to cool your nerves or try listening to some music. If you wait long enough and keep your thoughts together, your picture will come out exactly the way you envisioned it to look like. If you're an artist and you enjoy adding all the little details to the animation, go ahead and add as much detail as you feel is sufficient. The more the better. Using Paint on your PC is another way to save money for yourself, so you don't have to spend a ridiculous amount of money on some Photoshop program. PCs have Paint already installed into your computer, and creating realistic pictures only requires practice.
Just look at it. Isn't it beautiful? It looks like he's actually with Michael. Anyway, when you're finished, click the select button to cut or copy the image which has already been edited and added with the character. Then press copy, and then bring it back over to the original file. Notice the lines that go around the frame which we have already edited. This will be a reference point to where we will replace the edited picture. Now when you're gonna repaste over the original picture, use option number 2 so that it'll fit in clearly rather than looking like it's pasted over like a pasted document. Now what you're gonna do is right click, select paste, and then select option number 2, and then real carefully find a way to place it back in and match every little detail so that it'll look clean cut and it'll give off the appearance of realism. And there you have it. You've learned how to use Paint for the PC, and I've taught you how to incorporate your own animation into a real live action picture. And now that you're done, you can do whatever you want with it, share it on the web or with your friends, or you can make more of your own. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you. My name is Robert Flores. See ya.